What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Knicks Central. And not good. Not good news at all, as if you missed the report, Julius Randle is done for the season with that shoulder injury. He's going to need surgery, and it is going to keep him sidelined for the remainder of the season, as well as going into next season potentially until like December, January. That's the talks that I'm seeing on Twitter. And it just sucks and it hurts so much because this team has been missing Julius Randle badly. They need another weapon out there with Jalen Brunson, and this is pretty much all they had. And OG Anunoby, I don't know if he's going to return or not. If he does, great. I mean, it will help with the defensive side of the ball even more. But they needed the presence of Julius Randle badly too. And we saw in January how much of a force this team was with both of them on the court. And we were saying, all right, just get Mitchell Robinson back and just keep treading water until these guys get healthy. And Mitchell Robinson did come back. OG did for a brief stint and then got hurt again. I wouldn't be shocked if they announced he's not going to come back this season either, but they really do need him to come back. And then now it's like, all right, well, maybe Anunoby comes back. Randle, we need him back, and it's it. This is it. Done. Over. Leave a like, by the way, if you haven't already. Subscribe, too, if you're Knicks fans. But this just really sucks because of multiple different reasons. One, because of the fact that in that game, you could go back and make the argument that Tibbs should have taken him out of the game. I'm not going to make that argument or anything because it is what it is. Hindsight's 2020, and it was a freak injury, and you can't predict those things. So I'm sure in retrospect, Tibbs would love to have pulled him out of the game there, especially being a 17-point lead with 4 minutes to go, and he probably shouldn't be there. But I understand you want to lock up that win, especially against a team like the Miami Heat. I understand. This sucks, though, obviously, mostly because of the here and the now, because this team that looked like they were on course to go to, they had a ticket potentially to the Eastern Conference Finals with how they played in January, potentially even the NBA Finals, pulling an upset in the Eastern Conference Finals against a team like Boston. And this could have been a year this honestly could have been a year the Knicks won it. This really could have. And I know people might be like, especially if it's an outside fan, be like, what are you smoking, this and that. It's the truth. With the way that the team played in January, it is the damn truth that this team could have at least made a deep run. And I would have taken that, especially because of how much losing Knicks basketball I've watched in my damn life. I would have taken a deep run. And now, do I think they could make a deep run? If OG comes back, maybe. Maybe they still make the conference finals. But I'll tell you one thing, they lost what could have been, in my opinion, what felt like a guaranteed ticket to the conference finals at minimum, and what could have had the upside of an NBA championship. Whether you say that's crazy or not, that's up to you, but that's just my opinion. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of questions this offseason now. I don't know if it's going to necessarily revolve around Randle because of the fact that I don't think they're going to trade him or anything like that, because there obviously might be questions in terms of the fan base of, do you keep Randle around at this point because he's getting hurt? To me, I say no. You got to go one more year with him. And if he gets hurt next year again before the playoffs, then at that point, you just got an injury-prone guy. But at that point, you're risking having damaged goods and nobody's going to want him. OG, obviously the question there, we don't know. But that's all off-season stuff that I don't even know if I'm ready to answer yet. For right now, I'm just devastated and I'm just very upset about this. And I do wish at the deadline they did get more insurance for Randle too. Looking back at it, they really should have got a guy that could have been insurance for Julius Randle and helped this team out for down the stretch here. And now what we looked at as a deep Knicks team, now you're looking at it as they still are deep, but they're missing their second best player now, or third best player, depending if you want to argue him or Anunoby, depending on what you value more when this team's fully healthy. But I don't really have much else to say other than I hope Julius Randle gets well soon. I hope that the recovery goes smoothly and that he'll be back on the court next season to help this team be dominant. And hopefully this team next year could go on the run that we need them to. But this just stinks. This really, really sucks. And I don't have any other way to put it other than it just ruined what looked like was going to be such a fun and promising postseason. And I was excited to go to the Garden and be there for a deep run. It's a deep run. But now again, it's a little more up in air than it was before. So I'm not really shocked either. That's the unfortunate part. But when it happens, you still get the feel of a kick in the balls. You get the feel of a kick in the balls even when, you knew it was coming and you see it happen either way. But let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. How are you guys feeling about this team? Do you still think that they could go far? Do you think that the season's pretty much done and that this team's a first or second round exit? Now, let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. We'll be back at it again talking about this team tonight as they play the Sacramento Kings at 7:30. So we will talk soon about this team. We will talk soon about how I'm feeling and everything. And, playoffs are coming up. I'll be doing a lot of content there with previews and stuff. So let me know what you're thinking. Leave a like on your way out. Subscribe if you have not already. Turn on your notifications so you know when I upload or go live on the channel next. I'll see you guys in the next one.